What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Box Hero Sports Show, man. Hope everybody had a great day today. Um, we got some we got some good content today, man. We got the Western Conference Finals starting today. The Eastern Conference Finals starting tomorrow, man. Got a couple of head coaching firings this past weekend, and then Ja Morant. Let's get straight to it. Start off with a couple of some news from the NBA. Doc Rivers is out as Philadelphia head coach. I kind of saw this coming. He has been out of the playoffs like this, like I think this is 10th time losing in a game seven. Doc has the worst luck when it comes to playoff games, especially game seven games. And in playoffs in general, he has so many great teams. You look at the Boston teams, you look at the Clippers team. That Clipper team should have won at least two titles. And you look at this Philadelphia team, and with James Harden and Embiid and Maxey and Harris, and have some really nice role players. You see what happened with them, and then just to end it how it normally always ends with him losing, and ultimately losing his job. I think Doc is one of those. It's still a very good coach. Somebody's gonna go out and get him because he could turn the franchise around. Monty Williams out as the Suns coach, which I really don't understand this one. Um, you bring in KD, you already got Devin Booker, you got CP3, which he gets hurt. His normal routine is getting hurt. And DeAndre, you can't coach DeAndre Jordan. He's uncoachable. This guy he doesn't have that will, man. DeAndre Jordan is just not DeAndre Jordan, DeAndre Ayton. I'm sorry. DeAndre Ayton is uncoachable, and he doesn't have that will, man. He just doesn't have it. He's not that guy. I never thought he was that guy coming out of Arizona. And he just shows it. I don't know if it's because he's playing for the Suns. He don't want to play for the Suns anymore, but he just doesn't show that he has it. Monty Williams, Doc Rivers, man. But they're gonna land somewhere, and we'll see what happens. Moving on to John Morant, man. I don't know what to say about this guy. John Morant is really he's teeing off right now, man. I don't know what it is with John Morant and why he want to be this gangster so bad, man. He's really gonna play. He's really gonna play himself literally out of the league. He need to hurry up and get it straight, man, before he be in the hood for real, man. It's incredible the amount of effort he's putting in to not make it in this league, man. With all the endorsements, man, you got so many eyes on you, man. You got so many kids looking up to you, man. NBA YoungBoy can't be that much of an influence on your life. He couldn't be, man. It's crazy. I know I don't have enough clout to get this out to Ja, but man, if I was in front of him, man, I'd be like, hey, man, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, man, and know that you're being stupid. It's flat out. Nobody's telling him he's being stupid. He's hearing people saying he's being young or he'll understand later. No, he's being stupid. That's just what it is. He's just being stupid. Nobody's telling him that, man. So man, he's gonna soon play himself out of the league, and I don't want to see that for him, man. He got all the talent in the world. I don't want him. I don't want to see him go through all that, man. So he just needs to chill out and just look at himself and just say, hey, man, I'm being a dumbass, and just get his shit together. Um, we got the Western Conference Finals starting tonight. The LA Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets, man. I want to go back to something. 3 years ago, we had the NBA bubble, and the final four teams were the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Heat. 3 years later, we're out of the bubble, and we have the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Heat. For everybody that was saying the bubble didn't matter and the bubble ring is not real, man, how y'all feel? Because these same four teams that were in the bubble are playing right now for the same championship, man. This just proves that the bubble was just as important of a championship as any other championship. So let's not take that away for those teams that was in that bubble competing for the very same title that everybody was competing for this year. With that being said, man, I'm gonna take I had originally Lakers and Philly. I'm gonna take the Lakers in 6. Lakers win tonight. I think Denver wins. I think Denver wins the next game. I think the Lakers take the 2 at home. I think Denver wins the game back in game 5, and I think the Lakers take it home in game 6. Man, that's this has been a story. The Lakers been winning the 6. They'll win the first game, lose the second game, win the third game, and I'm taking the Lakers in 6. I'm taking Boston in 7. I'm taking Boston in 7. I'm taking the Lakers and the Celtics in the NBA Finals. That's gonna be a matchup. That's gonna be a crazy matchup. Two of the most historic franchises in sports history going up against each other once again in the NBA Finals. I'm taking the Lakers in 6, the Boston Celtics in 7, Lakers Celtics NBA Finals. So I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting. Moving on to the NFL. Man, the draft is over. Free agency is about over. Schedule releases came out, and I wanted to take a look at everybody's schedule. So what I did, I went through every team's schedule, and I went through their win-loss record. So for the next couple of days, I'm gonna go through every division. For the next 8 days, I'm gonna go through every division, and then I'm gonna rank. I'm gonna predict who I think is gonna be the division leader, what I think the team record is gonna be, my playoff outlook for each division, and then ultimately my early Super Bowl predictions. So it's gonna be a fun time. So let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West. I got the Kansas City Chiefs going 13-4, leading the division. Once again, the Chiefs has been dominating this division, man. You bring in a couple of good pieces, you bring a couple of good draft picks. You bring some key guys back like Jet McKinnon. You bring him back, man. That was really nice. You bring in some tackles, man. You lose Orlando Brown and Andrew Wiley, and you bring in two pretty good tackles. Somebody that's going some people that's gonna come in and protect Mahomes. Because that's the most important thing. You keep the receiving core. You lose Juju, but you keep the receiving core. You still got MVS. You still got Kadarius Toney. You still got Sky Moore, who I think is going to have a bigger role this year. He's going to be that Cole Hartman type receiver for the Chiefs this year. You drafted Rasheem Rice, one of those big body guys. You still got some guys right there. I didn't know they had. It was crazy. I didn't know we had John Ross, man. It'd be nice to see if he makes a team, see what the Chiefs can do with him. We still got Travis Kelce. Defense has gotten a little bit better. There's no Juan Thornhill. He really didn't step up like I wanted him to last year. Bringing in Mike Edwards, bringing in Drew Tranquil, man, paired with Willie Gay, and I think we might have the best linebacking core, man. Tranquil, Willie Gay, Leo Chanel, rookie last year. And Nick Bolton, man, who I think is a top 3 linebacker. And I think Willie Gay is a top 10 linebacker. So, secondary is going to be better. Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, man. We got L'Jarius Sneed back there still, and so I think the Chiefs is primed to be primed to be in contention to repeat again. Like I said, they're going to be 13-4. I predict them to be 13-4. Their losses come to week 4 at New York Jets. Week 11 and 12 by Philly. I think Philly's going to come out with tremendous energy. And then I think we split with Las Vegas, and I think we split with the Chargers. So I got the Kansas City Chiefs going 13-4. Next up is the Los Angeles Chargers, man. I got them coming in at 10-7, number 2 in the division. Their losses coming first game against Miami, back-to-back against Dallas and KC, back-to-back again, Baltimore and New England, and another back-to-back, Las Vegas and Buffalo. I still think Brandon Staley is one of not. I don't think he's a good coach still. I think Kellen Moore coming in helps Justin Herbert a lot. I just don't think Brandon Staley is a good coaching fit for Justin Herbert. But I like the Kellen Moore addition. We'll see if Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa can stay healthy and see what that defense is looking like. So it's gonna be interesting for the Chargers this year, I still think Justin Herbert is one of those top guys, man. When you talk about Joe Burrow, when you talk about Josh Allen, you got to put Justin Herbert up there as well, man. Coming in at number 3 is the Las Vegas Raiders, coming in at 8-9. Um, I don't like Josh McDaniels as a coach. I think he's better as an offensive coordinator. We saw what he did in Denver. We saw last year. You get Jimmy Garoppolo, which I think is a good upgrade. But I don't think it changes anything in that culture. Devontae Adams not seeing eye and eye with the offensive play style, offensive vision. Josh Jacobs, do he really want to be there? I don't like the receiving core at all. Other than Devontae Adams, I know they got Jacoby Myers, but I don't think he's a game changer. No more Darren Waller. You got Michael Mayer out of Notre Dame, which was a steal. Defense still doesn't look tip top, man. I got them going 8-9 with losses to Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and the Chargers. Chicago, Detroit, the Jets, Miami, and KC. That's 3 straight right there. And then KC again. I got the Chiefs sweeping them this year again. So we'll see what's gonna happen. And then the number 4th team in this AFC West division is going to be the Denver Broncos. I think a lot of people expect Sean Payton to turn this franchise around in one full swoop season. I think it's going to take 2 seasons for Sean Payton to really come in and to change the culture of the Broncos. Russell Wilson is not getting any younger. You could have a nice receiving core. Who's going to be your running back? Is your offensive line going to be better? Defense, now the defense will be stout. I think the Broncos will have a top 10 defense this year, but I don't think that mask, because you got to score points. NFL is all about scoring points, and I don't think the Broncos can score points with some of the teams like the Chargers, like the Chiefs. So I got them losing the first game against Las Vegas. I got them losing against Miami, the Jets, the Chiefs again. Buffalo, I got them losing to Minnesota. I got them losing to the Chargers twice, and then I got them losing to Las Vegas twice. So, you don't win no division game. That's going to be tough, man. That's going to be tough if you don't win any of your division games, man. So we'll see what goes down. Maybe next year, they'd be a dangerous team, but I just don't see it this year. With some college football news, we have Dylan Raiola, the number 1 quarterback in the 2024 class, the number 1 quarterback, the number 1 overall player. He was originally committed to The Ohio State University, but decommitted for unknown reasons. I'm not sure why. And I wanted to not like this kid so much. I wanted him to not be good so much, but I think Ohio State missed big on this kid, man. Georgia got themselves one hell of a player. When you watch his film, this is crazy. He looks a splitting image like Patrick Mahomes. He looks just like the arm angles, the body distortion, the movement, the body movement. It looks so much similar to Patrick Mahomes. It's crazy. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does in Georgia. I think this is their fifth star quarterback that committed. A couple of them panned out. Matthew Stafford, Justin Fields. We'll see, man. I can't wait for the college football season to start. It's almost here. A couple of months away. But that's all the time I got for today. I want you guys, thanks for coming to hanging out with me. Remember, always keep God number 1. Stay blessed. See you later.